But I think the point that you were making earlier about pause, I try to practice that a little more, getting better at it, where you just leave something alone. And actually, leaving it alone works because then what happens is the person now doesn't understand. And then all of a sudden now comes and says, "Oh, can I, can I, can I understand what I'm not understanding?" So then you can then, so that space, that pause, that moment, that leaving it alone, and maybe even listening more than speaking, then shifts this accusatory style of managing or leading. Um, yeah, yeah. This is why leadership is a skill,
Yes.
not a function, because you got to learn these things and you got to go away and
Yeah.
practice, right? And then when they erupt in different times and different situations, you've got to be able to use them. Otherwise, your factory default settings kick in, and you either
True.
become aggressive or over assertive and unkind. And Brene Brown talks about this concept of having a courageous conversation where you can really be honest, but be empathetic in your honesty. You understand how what it is that you're saying makes the other person feel, even though you have to say it.
Yeah. It's powerful how we need to have the tough conversations with certain people. Tejo is asking, I see a question from her that says, what do you do when you are dealing with someone who takes offense to being questioned? That's the thing, that we need to make the environment safe enough for people to open up. So in having a difficult conversation, I think Brene Brown speaks about sometimes you have to bring out the purpose of why having this difficult conversation helps the overall picture of where we are. Someone doesn't understand how their action can cost the whole company, or how company culture is hinged upon everyone doing what they have to do for things to get right. Sometimes we would like to remove ourselves from being part of a team. So when someone doesn't want to be questioned, it just means they don't want to be accountable. But they have to be accountable.